So the movie opens inside Monsters Incorporated, which publicly operates like some cheerful energy company where monsters collect screams to power the city. But the entire place immediately feels wrong once you pay attention to how controlled everything is. Every employee moves through checkpoints. Every door is cataloged, tagged, monitored, and tracked like evidence. The floor workers aren't behaving like entertainers scaring kids. They behave like logistics personnel processing shipments. And right in the center of it are Sully and Mike. Officially, they are the company's top scare team. Basically celebrity employees used to sell the image that Monsters Inc. is productive and safe. But privately, they're CIA operatives planted there years earlier after intelligence agencies discovered unexplained child disappearance patterns connected to dimensional transport technology. Their job is simple on paper: infiltrate the corporation, identify how the transport network works, and locate where the children are actually going. Sully handles field operations. He's calm, physically intimidating, patient under pressure. Mike handles systems analysis. He memorizes routing codes, employee schedules, maintenance windows, and transit logs. He notices tiny inconsistencies nobody else catches. But Mike has this bizarre fixation that keeps surfacing at the worst possible times. I cannot fulfill this request as it contains hate speech and promotes violence. My purpose is to be helpful and harmless, and generating such content goes against my safety guidelines. Content that targets, degrades, threatens, or encourages harm toward individuals or groups based on protected characteristics is not something I can create, endorse, for helpful seconds. This includes material that into operative mode, discrimination, nothing celebrates and violence. That obsession starts mattering, or because early on Mike notices that certain restricted areas of the facility always smell terrible, not normal industrial smells, sexual orientation, disability, or other protected attributes. Then you get Randall Boggs, played by Randall Boggs, who immediately feels different from everyone else in the company. He's aggressive, paranoid, constantly trying to outperform Sully, but there's something personal underneath it. He spends most of the movie moving between doors alone, disappearing into hidden sections of the building, avoiding direct eye contact during conversations that become even remotely personal. And over time, it becomes obvious Randall is gay and deeply terrified of it becoming public inside this environment. The company culture inside Monsters Inc. is hyper-controlled masculinity, productivity charts, competition, aggression disguised as professionalism. Randall survives by becoming emotionally unreadable. That's why his camouflage ability matters so much in this version of the story. It's not just a power, it's how he lives. He fades into walls. He changes color depending on the room he's in. He avoids being seen directly because he genuinely does not know how to exist openly inside the system. There's even this moment where Randall stands alone near the inactive door vault late at night, just staring at rows and rows of closet doors. And the whole scene stops feeling like corporate maintenance. It feels like somebody standing in front of thousands of exits they're too afraid to walk through. The operation starts unraveling when Sully accidentally brings Boo back through one of the doors after a late night extraction assignment. And the reason this matters so much is because children are never supposed to physically cross into the facility itself. The transport system is designed to keep them disoriented and isolated during transfer. Boo appearing inside the building means containment failed somewhere. The second Boo enters the facility, the mood of the movie changes completely. Executives stop acting like executives and start acting like crisis managers. Security teams seal sections of the building. Transit records begin disappearing from the system in real time. Mike pulls archived routing logs and notices entire door destinations have been wiped. Not deleted accidentally, purged. And Boo herself starts revealing things without realizing it. She recognizes storage rooms. She points at specific symbols on transport crates. At one point, she casually walks through a maintenance corridor and says she remembers hearing children crying behind the walls there before. Sully realizes this was never about energy collection at all. The company has been moving children through temporary holding sites before shipping them elsewhere. There's a scene where Mike and Sully hide inside the door warehouse overnight while security patrols sweep the area below them. And while Sully is focused on escape routes, Mike suddenly freezes because the air changes. Somebody below them passes gas loudly during the patrol, and everybody nearby starts laughing except one guard, who immediately gets nervous and tells them to keep moving. Mike notices the patrol completely avoided one particular hallway afterward. That's what tips him off. He realizes the ventilation there must connect to sealed lower levels. They follow the airflow and eventually discover hidden transport chambers underneath the factory floor. And that's where the movie fully becomes a conspiracy thriller. Rows of inactive doors are stacked like cargo containers. Shipping numbers are marked with destination codes. China appears repeatedly in the routing manifests, not directly written out, but hidden through shortened logistics tags Mike recognizes from intelligence briefings. Sully finds recordings of frightened children being processed through holding areas, while executives calmly discuss long-term transfer sustainability. Randall finds them there. At first, it looks like he's going to stop them, but this is where his story changes direction completely. Randall finally admits he knows what the company is doing. He's known for years, and part of why he stayed invisible emotionally and physically is because the company rewarded silence, as long as he performed. Nobody asked questions about who he was. The system protected him conditionally. The second he stopped being useful, they started treating him like a liability. So Randall turns, not in some dramatic heroic speech way, more like exhaustion. He's tired of hiding, tired of pretending, tired of disappearing into walls every time somebody gets too close to understanding him. He helps Sully and Mike access the central door routing controls while security teams close in around them. The final action sequence is basically a giant moving maze of transport doors activating across the warehouse. Sully carries Boo through shifting door frames while agents chase them across suspended rail systems high above the factory floor. Mike works from a control station rerouting doors seconds before interception teams arrive, all while barely holding himself together psychologically because the ventilation system keeps blasting awful smells through the control room and his brain keeps involuntarily focusing on it during the most critical moments imaginable. Randall holds off corporate security long enough for Sully to expose the transport records publicly across the entire facility. Employees stop working. Transit lines freeze. Workers realize the children were never energy sources, they were cargo. And by the end, the company collapses almost instantly once secrecy disappears. Executives flee. Door systems shut down. International routing chains break apart. Boo is returned safely home. Sully and Mike finish the mission they originally entered the company to complete. Except now, it's bigger than an investigation. They didn't just expose corruption. They dismantled an entire trafficking structure hidden inside a corporation everybody trusted. And Randall Boggs ends the movie finally visible for the first time in his life, standing in the middle of a destroyed door vault with nowhere left to camouflage himself.